glimpse into the mind and home life of Dave's world yet. Dave's teenaged daughter is the inspiration for the book title, You Can Date Boys When You're 40. Dave Barry on parenting and other topics he knows very little about. Great title, as always. Self-deprecating, wonderful, funny guy. If you're not hip to him yet, you got to read everything. The book is available in every bookstore, and it's on every website in the free world. Please don't pirate, right? Weren't you one of the please don't pirate guys early on the internet?
No.
No,
it was not.
They said that people were ripping your columns off or something.
Well, yeah, that did happen. But, I eventually decided there wasn't anything I could do about it. The thing that's really weird is I am now, because I'm 112 years old, and I'm now get credit for every funny thing ever written, including
so
by
it's
Mark
working
Twain.
the other.
Yeah, exactly.
It's working the other way. To be or not to be.
Yeah.
Dave
I
Barry.
love Dave Barry. He's
Canterbury Tales, Dave Barry.
Oh my God, your home series were great.
So
All right, the book is out there. See him at Third Place Books tonight if you would like to be seen in an old-style bookstore.
An actual
bookstore.
bookstore.
Fantastic. You'll find the legendary humorist speaking this evening at 7 o'clock, and I think he may sign one of these books.
I'll sign anything. I'll do anything. If they give me money, I'll just take all my clothes.
You're basically
I'm
out
on
there.
tour,
Yeah.
I'm just,
You're a whore on tour.
Exactly.
Man.
Is this a great time? Like people say, the internet has made it tough for writers and authors and newspapers and all of that. What's your feeling on 2014 doing what you do?
Well, what I do is a little weird. Not a lot of people write humor essays anymore. It's mostly, and I don't mean this as a criticism because it's just Twitter can be funny, but people who want to be funny now, they tend to write Twitter stuff.
Very short.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're writing short, or they're writing for TV, which I think is kind of a golden age for TV comedy and movies, none of which is bad. It's just they're not doing what I did, so much.
And does that make you stand out even more? And by the way, on your mailbox, does it say that must everyone address you as Pulitzer Prize winning Dave Barry?
Actually, here's a little hint to especially you young people out there. No one ever checks to see if you really won a Pulitzer Prize.
You throw that on your resume.
You
You'll
could
be
just
fine.
say you did, and no one will
Wow.
ever. I actually lost my Pulitzer Prize for a while. It looks like a junior high school diploma, and I'm not an organized person at home particularly.
You spaced it out?
I lost it. I didn't, I didn't have it on the wall because I'm not, I'm not going to put my, I could do that. So it was somewhere, but I didn't know where, and we moved, and I lost it. And I kept thinking, like, someday maybe the authorities will come to my house and say, "You've been saying you won a Pulitzer Prize.
Right.
We'd like to see it,
Show
Mr.
it."
Barry." And I didn't.
Now, do you, if you lose it, can they is there like a replacement fee, like a company garage door opener?
I don't think it's that organized. I really don't. And the truth is, a lot of people win Pulitzer Prizes. It's
It's like going to the DMV. You take a number, wait in line.
I go to some newspapers. And say, "Hey, we got a guy who won the Pulitzer Prize. Charlie, didn't you win?" It's a guy drooling in the corner. So it's not that big a deal, but it sounds impressive to everyone.
This book is.
It's not like having a radio show.
No.
Let me put it that way.
That's so hard.
Yeah.
This book is, first off, the title says it all, and I read a little. I had so much fun reading about you last night. The book is called You Can Date Boys When You're 40, a sentiment shared by many dads.
Many dads.
Yeah.
We need to find a cure for puberty. If we do nothing else in this country, why you disagree?
Well, yeah, I've got two daughters, 25 and 10. This is halftime for me.
Okay, exactly.
This is halftime.
So you
in my
know
life
what's
of teenage
coming. You know
girls.
the storm.
Yeah, and we used to always talk about my older daughter's travails on the show, and it was a way of shaming her into better behavior. She one day said to me, "My teacher gave me grief because I snuck out of the house because you told the whole city I snuck out of the house."
So let me get this straight. Your parenting style with your daughter was to go on the radio and
Was to take your form of work and exploit her mistakes.
Exactly. I know it
good
seems
for you.
hideous to you.
I tell
she
my
said-
daughter. People say, does your daughter mind that you write about her? And I say, if she minds I write about her, she can pay her own way.
That's what I said. That's what I told her. She's like, "Well, you got to quit telling people I do stupid stuff." I said, "I'll make you a deal. If you stop doing stupid stuff, I'll have to find something else to talk about.
There you go.
So the problem will solve itself." But
right.
without adolescence, she'd still be living at home.
So, okay,
Adolescence is the natural mechanism for God to take this angel that He gave you
this perfect little
and
child.
turn her into the spawn of Satan, so that you will let them
You
go.
say we should we've got to find a cure.
Well, I have an older son. When boys go through puberty, it's like they become larger, hairier, smellier boys.
Of
but
the
they're,
same thing.
They're still boys.
Yeah.
We men are nothing more than large, smelly, hairy boys. That's all we are.
I knew it.
like that was a mystery. But with girls, they do not. They are completely different human beings when they're done with puberty, and it doesn't take long at all. And all of a sudden, you have nothing to do with them anymore at all, and they're in touch. Like I'm sure your daughter's the same way. They have the phone. And they're best friends with my daughter's best friends with every other 14-year-old girl in the world, and they're all emitting,
in the world.
In the world, no,
it
I'm
used
not
to be just in your town. Now it's the whole world.
It's planet wide. The internet is a very big thing. I don't know if you have it here in Seattle, but it's
are
huge
getting
in Miami.
it soon because there's this company called Microsoft. They're working on it.
What?
And they're like, and so she has all these friends, and they have to constantly emit updates like every 15 seconds. I don't know how many pictures you need to take of your own self to send to your friends, especially if they saw you like 10 minutes earlier. Here's another picture of me. That's what they do. But so you can't.
Do you do selfies yourself?
No, I don't do selfies.
No.
The president does selfies.
That's a word, by the way, that is a relatively new word, selfie.
But it's huge.
And it's huge. I was in a cab the other day with a guy who listens to our show, and he said, "Will you do a selfie with me?" And I thought, this is weird.
Have you heard this song? My daughter played this song for me. It's called "Let Me Take a Selfie." Let me take another selfie. No, it's a great song.
Yeah.
It summarizes.
All right. So now
it's funny.
I have a question to ask you, though.
Fire away, because that's why I'm here, is to take your question on the radio.
And I don't.
Spit it out.
It's not uncomfortable, but first off, you have such a boyish look.
Same as you. We have the same haircut.
We have a boyish look, yeah.
We're a boyish looking.
My hair is white. You're not quite there
yet. It's getting there, yeah.
But I read your age.
I'm 66 years old.
I could not believe you're 66.
I'm a really old human being.
And how old is your daughter?
She's 14.
What are you doing with a 14-year-old?
I'm trying to keep her around. That's what I'm. No, yeah, it's and when I
so you had a daughter. I could do the math at 52.
52.
Yeah.
And when I did that, when that happened, my friends, were all
your friends got diverged
what are
on
you doing? You're out of your mind.
You're going to be like 70 when
right.
she's...
Oh, I do that math all the time.
Tell me about that math.
I go like, okay, when she graduates from high school, I'll be 70. When she graduates from college, 74. When she's... I'll be dead. I'll be dead when she starts dating. So I'm my plan, but I'm not. It's not like I'm letting go.
Yeah,
I'm going to have an urn.
When you're 40 means you'll be 91.
Yeah, I'm going to have an urn with my ashes in it and a real stern-looking face, and it's going to go along with
my dad.
And it's going to have a little speaker that goes, "You kids have fun, don't mind me."
You were the funniest answer you ever gave to an interview was you took your daughter to a Justin Bieber.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I went to. Yeah.
And this is some of the torture that dads have to go through because she's not old enough to go.
No, you have to take them.
Right.
You have to go to, and you have to hear music you find horrible.
Exactly. I went. Yeah, and I'm not a fan of Justin Bieber. She's not either anymore. That's the thing. We spent like $150,000 on scalp tickets and went to this hideous concert that I hated every minute of. And then like 3 months later, she decided he was a jerk, and now she's into One Direction, which is even worse because there's 5 of them. But it was. Have you ever been to a Justin Bieber concert?
No.
Okay.
Anybody here?
Okay. Not the Biebs. I'm at halftime. My young one's a little too young for Biebs.
I once drank that syrup though that he drinks, so that's sort of like going to a concert.
He drinks. Okay.
It's like going to the mountains with a shirt.
Cough syrup gets you high.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember
That's part of what he's into.
They
This is
still do
why.
that.
This is why you're glad she doesn't like him anymore.
I remember doing. Now this is like, are we allowed to talk about things we did in the '60s?
Sure.
Romalar CF back in the '60s. I remember lying in the shag carpet and listening to the same Moby Grape album 40 times in a row because nobody in the room could get up to change it.
I started hearing sitar music in my headphones when you said that. Wow. All right, so you have to take her to the Justin Bieber concert.
So we take, and like I'm going to get old here. I am old. I'm going to sound old. I used to go to rock concerts all the time, and I remember the days when if you went to see a band, the band stood in one place on the stage.
Right.
They had all their instruments. They're kind of attached. They couldn't go anywhere. So it was easy to keep track of them, no matter what mood you were in, if you know what I'm saying. And Justin Bieber concert, it's like a track meet. He has these dancers, and they're running over here, and they're running over. They never stop running. They run around, which is to distract you from the fact that their music sucks, if you ask me.
And aren't they lip syncing it anyway?
Do you think they possibly might be lip syncing a little bit when they're sprinting around on wires and doing
flying
handstands
over the audience?
Yeah, I don't really think that any of that was.
But she doesn't care.
No, they just. But they can't hear it anyway because they're all screaming the whole concert.
That's
long.
the thing. They
scream and they scream like they're in pain. It's not like it's screaming joy. It's like,
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles.